Yo, it's your boy Marcus Scott, and we're here with FLOSS Magazine. Today we got a real special guest coming from Roc Nation off the new Roc Nation signing. Our boy
Yes, sir.
RJ. What's up, my guy? How's everything,
Yeah,
man?
Mike. I'm good, bro. How you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. That Thanksgiving break, I feel like it kind of slowed everyone up a little and stuff with all the food and stuff. How was your Thanksgiving, man?
It was good. Like you said, definitely slowed everything down, but I think for the good, you know what I'm saying? I don't really get too much time to spend with the family and stuff. So I think this year was important for me to set a little time aside, you know what I'm saying? To just spend time with mom's little bro, the family, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, just tap back in.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Um, well, first I just want to say congrats on the Roc Nation signing. I know
Thank
that was
you.
great for you.
Yeah.
So you was I don't know if, what you was like signed to NBA
Mhm.
or was like just affiliated, like how that went.
Well, we had papers and stuff like that. Like it was just a deal to where certain things were supposed to be carried out. And I think just with everything that happened with YB during the years and him going back to jail and stuff like that, it kind of just didn't on paper it didn't play out like it was supposed to, but to this day, you know what I'm saying? That's my family, you know what I'm saying? It's an affiliation type of thing. So it's more family than, contract and business, now, you know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Right. And it's always good to have, a team behind you and stuff that,
Yeah.
you could kind of like focus on the music a little and have them handle, the business portion of it and things
Yeah.
like that and stuff.
Yeah.
So I know you're big in, New Orleans and stuff, originally born and raised, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So just tell us a little about your upbringing and stuff. Cause I know a lot of New York artists, or probably I would say like the New York market, so to say. They might not be too familiar with you. I know a lot of people heard the song with you and A Boogie, but
Yeah.
how was it growing up in New Orleans or the NOLA area for you?
Well, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. And I never used this term in any interview that I've ever used, but I was excited, when they told me we'd be talking today because I want people to know, like, I'm a Katrina baby, right? So that phrase alone, yeah, my roots is New Orleans, Louisiana. This where I'm from. Katrina hit in '05, and that relocated me and my family. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
majority of like my adolescent years, I spent in Tennessee from the ages of like 6 to look at calling me my manager, trying to make sure I'm on this call. But from the ages of like 6 to 13, I was in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like those are vital years. But those years was hard, man. As cliche as that sound, we grew up in a not so great environment. Katrina had already hit. We dislocated, money tight. So it was hard, man. But I think that environment alone shaped me and it helped me to tell a lot of stories that I'm able to tell today.
Mm.
Now, when I hit 13, asked mom, could we move back to New Orleans? And then boom, we moved back out here to NOLA. But I was new to everything. Like it's like a whole new world to me. You know what I'm saying? So to this day, like I'm still fighting that hurdle of trying to fit back into my home. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
but overall, when we came back to New Orleans, my mama put us in a better situation for sure. We was able to get a house, I finished, middle school and high school in a pretty decent neighborhood. So I ain't gonna lie, when we came back to New Orleans, it was pretty much a breeze, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't have to deal with too much of the craziness that I was dealing with in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Yeah, I feel you on that, and a lot of people could relate, a lot of, kids, they growing up, things happen and stuff, living situations change. I know a lot of people, they be on the move place to place. It's kind of
Yeah.
hard to focus and stuff, especially with school, changing environments, meeting new people,
Yeah.
friends.
It was hard, man. I ain't gonna lie, because to be honest, I'm the type of person that I don't too much like change. You know what I'm saying? So to go be from New Orleans, then go to Memphis, and then come back to New Orleans, it's just like, damn, it's just a lot. But shout out Mama Dukes, man, because she my rock. You know what I'm saying? She made everywhere we went feel like home.
And I'm pretty sure like when you started doing the music stuff, that's your main motivation right there, because mom, she put it all on the line for you. So
Yeah, but she wasn't on board, man.
really?
She, hell no, she was not on board. Because only because my pops was doing music too, and his career didn't go the way that it should. So when it came to me trying to do music, she was more so on the side of like, nigga, like do poetry, like write, don't, you know what I'm saying? She ain't necessarily tell me don't do the music thing, but anytime I'll be like, Mom, I'm about to go to the studio, I'm about to do this. She like, nah, you're not doing that. That's over with. So
Oh wow.
yeah, I
Yeah.
had to fight through that, man. Young, I had to fight my mom's on that. But now, of course, that I'm older, she understand like everything that I did, I had to do, and it put us all in a better position.
Mm. And how did that go? Like, what, like you was kind of like sneaking out to go to the studio and stuff, or like,
Yeah, or just being rebellious as hell, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like when we moved back to New Orleans, it was so you know how I told you, like the environment wasn't bad. Moms had us in a nice little neighborhood, but nigga, I was going through hell like in the house with moms, you know what I'm saying? Because music was my life and she didn't want me to do that. So it was a very push and pull type situation, sneaking out, going to the studio. Like I'd ride my bike like cross highways to get to, you know what I'm saying, to get to the studio. Just telling my moms, yeah, mom, I'm about to go up the street and shoot hoops right quick. Nigga, I'm going 5, 6, 8, 10 miles up the road to go, you know what I'm saying? For real. So
hey,
yeah, a lot of that.
a lot of people they don't realize that for all these, like people like you trying to go through it just to record a song and stuff, and they hear the music, they see
Yeah.
the jewels, they see the money, they see the fame
Yeah.
and stuff, but they don't understand all the stuff that you
Yeah.
had to go through in the beginning just to.
I'm telling you, man, because a lot of people say they want to be, be rappers, make music, and a lot of people don't make it far because, bro, it's a risk game. You have to take bro. The reason I'm here today is because I've took so many risks. I've done so many things. I've been in so many uncomfortable positions. Like, I didn't want to be rebellious to my mom. I didn't want to fight her. I didn't. A lot of that caused a lot of turmoil. Like, I was in suicidal institutes because me and her was going at it. These weren't things that I wanted to do, but these were things that I felt was necessary for me to bloom in my career. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of fight. It's a lot of risk. It's a lot of things you got to go through for real.
And so because I know, from what I know, you kind of, I think young boy kind of seen you online, right? Discovered you like that through like freestyle.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I didn't know that he discovered me online until he told me. Initially, um, I figured that he discovered me through my manager because my manager is Fee Banks. That's also his manager.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how it initially linked up. But it wasn't until years after I was already working with him when he was like, I've been peeping you out on Instagram. Like I've been watching. So
Oh,
yeah.
so you was already bubbling online and stuff before the whole, NBA
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah, for sure, man. 2016 was like my year, man, for real. Like every year going forward is still my year, but that year was pivotal for me because that's when Rjae as an artist was really born. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? Before I was just Rjae, you know what I'm saying? A kid that be singing and rapping, but as an artist, my true art form bloomed. You know what I'm saying? I was making music. I started, that's when I started sneaking to go to the studio.
Right.
I started putting my songs out on Instagram and SoundCloud, and that's when it really took off for me.
Now, the question, because I was listening to one of your freestyles, and I think it was the On the Radar joint.
Mhm.
Before you started rapping, you started hitting some singing notes and stuff.
Word.
Is singing, was that like the, talent, like originally, like was that a born something you was born with, or that was something you just did, you try to learn it for the ladies, for the songs and stuff?
I think it was definitely more so for the ladies, real talk, because it started with rap for sure. Because like I said, my pops was an artist, but I listened to just so many variety of musics growing up that it all was just installed in me. You know what I'm saying? But it started as rap. I didn't know I could sing until I was just humming in either elementary or middle school one day, and somebody just was like, "You got a nice voice." And that's when I really just took off with it. And I was so much in love with rap and so much in love with singing. I just kind of mixed the two. And yeah, that's how Rjae, yeah, it was really born with the music.
And because I was like, I do my research and stuff, so so that way I know what I'm coming into. And I was watching the interview, and I forgot the guy's name, but he was basically saying that that he wants more like rap music from you and stuff, and
Yeah.
you got the tracks for the ladies and stuff. So I know your fan base is like a little divided a little. You know what I'm saying? Like they,
But
the ladies want the love songs, The
Yeah.
fellas, the gangster trap shit,
It's the hardest thing, man, because I'm gonna be 100% transparent with you. Like, as of right now, the label don't really want me doing no singing. Like, but that's something that I love to do. Like, that's my swag. That's how I get the ladies. You feel me? That's what it's all about to me, for real. Like, for example, my cousin told me yesterday, she's a girl. She like, man, you need to drop more singing songs. Like, what you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? But only if she knew, like, the label, like, man, you need to rap. So it's just a constant, I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'll tell you this because over like in the city and stuff, like even like how A Boogie he does the rap and singing thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll tell you this: the ladies they go to the clubs, right?
Yeah.
Free. You already know how this works. The ladies in the club, the guys following stuff or
Yeah.
whatever. You know, I feel like the girls they kind of run the music scene, like the ladies,
Yeah.
the females.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that pop out to the shows and they drop in $200, $300,
Like,
for
they the ones at the front row screaming and trying to grab on to me. You feel
right.
me?
So I mean, find your pocket. I trust that you could do it. 'Cause I heard your project and stuff. You got the
Yeah.
papers. You find a way to mix it and stuff. So
Yeah.
keep doing your
It's
thing.
gonna come along nicely, man. It's gonna come along nicely. I feel like I'm still in the stage as an artist of trying to find my exact sound, but I got it, man. Everything's coming along nice. We got a lot coming up.
And I heard that song with A Boogie. How that relationship bubbled. Was that like a mutual person that y'all just knew, or like how that
Uh,
happened for that song?
me and A, we go way back, man, to that year, to 2016. I had started making my videos on Instagram, just freestyling, rapping, singing, and I was doing this all in school. I couldn't do it at home. I'm not the only child, but it was just at a point in time. And I got a big brother, he moved out, and it was just my mom and my little bro. My little bro too young to record me, and my mom don't even like what I'm doing anyway. So any content I did, I had to do it at school with the homeboys. And one day, one of the homeboys was like, "Man, you ever heard of A Boogie?" I'm like, "Who is that?" They play me his music. I'm like, "Damn, he raw." They like, "Man, you should make a song about him." I'm like, a song about him. Like, yeah. So I just did it, just off the wing. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to meet A Boogie. Like, that was just the hook. I just repeated that, and the video went crazy. It got like 60,000 views. 2016, and then he wound up hitting me up like, "Yo, I like this. Like, I'm gonna come to New Orleans soon to perform." I think he did a show at either the Sanger or the House of Blues. And when he came, he touched bases with me. We met, we connected, and we really just been locked in ever since. So that song, we had done so much music prior to that, but it was just a matter of time before one of them dropped, and that's just how it played out.
So you came over to New York. How you like New York so far?
I love New York, man. I used to live out there. New York, like my second home, man, for real. I stayed in Brooklyn. Oh God, right off Miller Ave.
Okay,
Straight up.
dope, dope. But like recently or like when
This
you
was back in, I'm trying to think. I moved to New York in 2018.
okay.
And I was just following Boogie. Like, he was mentoring me for real for like 2 years strong, from like 2018 to 20, no, like 20, yeah, like 2017, 2018, and 2020, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I would and I had got a job and everything. Like, I went out there to New York, got a job. I would work 12-hour shifts at Applebee's. And then as soon as I got off in my work clothes, I go pull up to A Boogie at the studio. He'll be at Jungle, record, nigga looking at me like, "Why you got work clothes on?" I'm like, "Bro, I'm out here hustling." Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I never wanted to be the dude that's like around these rappers talking about gimme, 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 gimme. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make my own way. I just want to make the music with you. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's really what it was. Like, I'd be in the studio with him every day, or he got a show, I'm following, just watching, you know what I'm saying? And that's really, honestly, bro, that's how I became the artist that I am today. Just watching him record, seeing how he interact in interviews, seeing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just what it was.
And that's key that you say, you didn't shy away from the 9 to 5 thing because a lot of people they come to New York and they're like, I'm gonna do this rapping thing or I'm gonna do the singing thing. This is my 9 to 5, and it's like, being honest, the music industry, you ain't making no money in the beginning and stuff. You gotta put in more money to just
Right.
put in the door. So it's like, the fact that you was doing your thing, hustling and stuff. Not a lot of people talk about that. So
Yeah,
appreciate
man. I ain't no shame in my game at all. And I understand all sides of the table. Like, if somebody said, you know, I don't want to work no 9 to 5, you know, I'm gonna strictly do the music, and hey, to each his own, you know what I'm saying? But I know for me, I gotta be stable, man, for real. I can't be in the studio with these boys and then don't got nowhere to sleep when I, I
Right.
leave the studio, don't got nothing to eat, you know what I'm
Right. Mhm.
saying? Straight up.
Yeah. And because I know since you was like in New York since like 2018, is there any like New York artists that you want to work with, or you probably is on your dream collab list right now? 'Cause I know you see, let me see.
That the GOAT from Marcy Projects, you feel me? I want to work with Jay. I want to work with Fabio. I like Fabio a lot.
Okay.
Um, who else I like? I like B Love a lot. I like B Love. My boy Seti B. You know Seti B?
I heard of him before. Said
Yeah,
he.
Seti B is nice. It's a lot, man. Like I said, bro, New York like my second home. So it's a lot of artists out there. Me and Bass Swag. I'm trying to do some stuff with Bass Swag. It's too many to name, bro. Me and Don Q got a couple songs that we need to drop, man. I'm trying to work with everybody.
That's what's up. Yeah, I definitely want to hear the joints with Don Q and stuff because he people be sleeping on him. He be rapping his ass off.
But nah, he popping back out on the scene, man. For real. I'm seeing him drop more consistently. I love it, man. Don Q, that's big bro, man. Much respect.
That's what's up. Um, let me see, because I'm thinking, is there anything in the works right now? Like maybe on like with any New York artists on a future song or a future collab that, or is you know,
Yeah, HD been dope. Who's from I think he from BX. I'm not sure. Brooklyn, as a matter of fact. But you know, he's a label mate, you know what I'm saying? And we got some songs together that I'm trying to drop real soon. Um but yeah, other than that, that's what it's looking like as far as New York. Like I said, me and Seti B been touching bases. That's K Flock, like right hand man. So
hmm,
you know, we got some stuff in the works, but yeah, that's probably it right now. Shout out my boy HD too, man. He going crazy.
nice. Let me ask guys, every artist that I interview, like up and coming, what are the goals for the next 2 to 5 years? You know, I know it probably came. I mean, for you, it probably seemed like you was working. It was in the works for a couple of years, but now that the fame is coming, the money's coming, music's coming in. Um, where do you see yourself 2 to 5 years from now?
Man, honestly, I just want a stupendous catalog. I want so much music, like for real, that my fans just never get tired. You know what I'm saying? I want a cult following fan base. That's the goal. You know what I'm saying? To have a bunch of people out there that's for Rjae. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we building that now, but in the next 5 years, I see it much bigger. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully to build an empire. You know what I'm saying? I have a couple artists of my own, like, you know, and 5 years is really just a short amount of time, but it could be done. You know what I'm saying? For sure. I
Yeah,
want to own things for real. I want to own my music. I want to do some big things in the next 5 years.
yeah. I think like the ownership thing is real key, real big.
Yeah, hell yeah. A lot of people don't, you know,
Property,
too much. Yeah, a lot of people don't pay too much attention to that, but I'm trying to own things. You know what I'm saying? I got enough money to where I'm comfortable. I'm able to do, you know, little things, this and that, buy a little. But now I'm trying to really own land, own everything for
right?
real.
And I mean, you got Jay-Z, he got the whole blueprint. You signed a Roc Nation, so it's like he set it out already.
Yeah,
So
yeah, for sure. Oh, and to finish school, man, for real. I'm in school. I start school in spring, so that's the plan. Finish school, but I'll do that way before the next 5 years. But that's yeah. In those 5 years, I want to be able to finish school.
that's what's up. That's what's up. Well, online or you going back in person?
I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna do a little bit of both. Yeah.
Dope, dope. We need more people to go back to school and stuff. I mean, school is not for everybody and stuff, but it's like, the fact that you're going back trying to further your education and stuff, that's always dope and stuff. You don't see a lot of artists, they probably be like, yeah, I'm gonna go back, and then, everything start happening a little faster than usual, and then, you don't get to it.
Nah, this shit concrete, man. I'm trying to when I say things, I want to, you know, I want them to be concrete. I want to really do them. And I was that person. I'm gonna go back to school. But nah, we're gonna really go. We're gonna really, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And I seen on your Instagram you did like a collab with well, I think it was a Roc Nation clothing store, like a pop-up or something like that.
Thanks. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. Where's the inspiration for the fashion coming from and stuff? Because it seems like you into the fashion and stuff. like
Mm.
you got doing the modeling thing for the paper planes,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, inspiration coming for that. Like any artists that you probably look up to or anything that inspired like, your fashion.
Yeah, honestly, it's a bunch of artists, man. I think it honestly all started with ASAP Rocky. Because when I moved back to New Orleans, I didn't know nothing about nothing, bro. I didn't know about the music culture, the fashion culture, nothing. But my cousin, K4, or he go by Act. My cousin, he put me on to ASAP Rocky. That was the first artist that he like really put me on to. And I just saw how he was getting his nails done and really just being like a pretty boy, you know what I'm saying? And I always respected that. I ain't never find nothing wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? Staying clean and just so, the whole ASAP mob, ASAP Bari and all them, like the way they was swagging that V-Long, I'm like, man, I love this, you know what I'm saying? And I used to be big, bro. I used to be like 250 pounds. Like I ain't had no swag or nothing. But that hip hop, that moment in hip hop with the whole ASAP, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Shout out ASAP. That whole little run that they had made me just want to change my whole way, man. I got my swag up. I lost the weight, yeah. And I really just stepped into that world of fashion. And now I look up to a lot of people, man. I look up to A Boogie. A Boogie was the first person to put me in the mirrors. You know what I'm saying? I like Lil Uzi a lot. I ain't know nothing about Evizel until I met Uzi. Um, yeah, I like Pharrell a lot. Drake, I like the way he dressed, but my whole fashion thing, my whole everything, because I'm really just starting to really get into it. But it all just stemmed from me wanting to be a ladies man, for real, for real. That's all I do it for.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You got to keep the nails clean underneath and stuff, and
All that, man.
you got to keep the upkeep. A lot of people they look at people like ASAP or people that got I call it good, just good hygiene in general. You feel
Yeah,
me?
man. Like what? Yeah,
Nothing
you
wrong
got
with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
straight up.
And it's funny because like I'm from Harlem, so when I remember when ASAP Rocky dropped the peso video, he's
Yeah,
all
yeah,
Harlem and stuff or whatever, and I'm like, yo, this dude's like right down the block or whatever, and I'm like, he was like the first person I see wearing all that European fashion and stuff,
yeah,
like
that,
Coachellas and
yeah.
art songs and stuff. Like, I feel like he had a big, his hand was in the pot when it came to that over the seas fashion, bringing it, you know,
Him, Ian Connor, you know what I'm saying? Playboy Cardi, like that. Them boys was really just doing a bunch of stuff that was just so weird to the rap game at the time. But now that's what everybody on. That's what everybody rocking for real. The big boots and all of that stuff. Them boys been doing that.
and I was trying to figure out because, and I always ask this question too, for all the artists. I know you get that first big check. What you dropped, like what you brought with your first big check, man? I know some people they probably ball out, get a chain, probably
Yeah.
do a car, maybe a little like shopping spree. That
Right.
first big check that you got, that
I
you
broke I broke my mama off. For real. I broke my mom. That was the first thing I did. I ain't go stupid crazy, but I broke her off for real. For all the hard times I put her through, man. I'm like, damn, I gotta give mom something. But like after that, I did go buy my car, man. My dream car always been an Audi. Oh God, it's an Audi. And before I was sleeping in my car, before I signed my deal, I was sleeping in my Kia, my Optima. On God. So when I got that check, I went and bought my car, man. I cashed out like it was like 70 grand on my Audi S4. Yeah, on God, I decked it out. Yeah, I went stupid, man. I just got my dream car.
dope.
Yeah.
That's dope, because your story it hits different because it's like it's not all glamour. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone is like, yeah, I came up like this. That it's like, yo, I fucked up. I was fucked up.
Yeah,
Me and
man.
and I appreciate you being vulnerable and stuff because you don't get that out of a lot of people and stuff. And I feel like when you open this out up to your fans and to people in general, they're more receptive to the music. They're like, you know what, he was really in the struggle.
Yeah.
It's easier to intake the music compared to someone that's a little more closed off that don't do a lot of interviews and stuff. So it's like see the other side of Rjae basically.
Yeah, man. I came real close to death last year, man. And one thing I took away from that was just I want people to know my story, man. I don't know if I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. Like I don't like nobody know that. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, if I die today or tomorrow, I want people to know my story. And I want people to know that um you don't necessarily have to come from the shoot 'em up, all that type of shit to be in the rap shit, or you don't necessarily have to just come up a certain way. Like you could come up anyway. A struggle is a struggle. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it is. Like I went through mental struggles. You know what I'm saying? A lot of mental struggles, and I'm here for people who who go through a lot of mental struggles. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was in suicidal wards, psych wards. You know what I'm saying? I had a friend who passed away from suicide, so it's been a battle mentally, but I'm overcoming it, man, by telling my story, sharing my pain.
All right. I definitely respect that, man. And I really hope I want to see you win, man. I really want to see you win because it's like, the music it hits different, the story hits different, and it's listen, man. I'm confident in you. I have a feeling you're gonna go real far, man.
Thank you, brother.
Um,
For real.
is there anything you want to shout out as far as like any projects, upcoming songs, or anything that you want people to go check out and stuff before we finish up?
Yeah, man, the album is out right now, man. You're the problem. We dropped that late June, July. Yeah. That's out right now, man. Me and YB just dropped the video to the joint that was on the album, Too Gone. Make sure y'all go run that up, man. Shout out all my fans, man. That's who I do it for. And most importantly, shout out to you, man. Shout out FLOSS Magazine, man. It's been great for real. I rock with y'all tough. You tough.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. You guys heard it. It's your boy Rjae right here. Make sure you listen to that new album.
Yeah,
Best
man.
upcoming artist out right now, man.
Come on, man.
FLOSS Magazine, we out.